Krishna devotees, welcome to the special program. Wish you all happy Sankranti. Sankranti is a popular festival that marks the transition of the sun into the Capricorn, Makara, symbolizing the arrival of the long days. It celebrates the harvest season with people offering prayers for the prosperity and success. The festival is associated with flying kites, feasting on sweet like chakra pongal and tilgul, and wearing new clothes, and donating to the auspiciousness, like people will do several offerings to the temple, and brahmanas and Vaishnava, especially Vaishnavas, is considered a key ritual for earning the blessings. And it's a time for family gathering, gratitude, and starting a fresh and positive intentions. With that, we will start Kirtan, so 6:30 to 6:45. Samanvita will do Kirtan, and 6:45 to 7 o'clock, Nanda Vinodini Mataji will do. And 7 o'clock, we are having the class by His Grace Satya Sara Prabhu. Stay tuned. Hare Krishna. Yeah, Arati also we are doing parallelly while the Kirtan is going on. Nirmala Mataji will do Arati. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Nama Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Nama Vishnu Padaya Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavani Pachatya Deshatarine Swati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Jaya Radha Shama Sundar Radha Sham Sundar Shri Radhe Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Thank you, Samanvita. Now, Mataji will start. Hare Krishna. Yeah, Mata. Starting Hare Krishna, you can continue, Mata.
बोलो कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय, राधा रानी की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की जय।
1 2 3 1 2
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। बोलिए हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, बोलिए Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Radha Krishna, 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 Jaya Radha
Krishna,
Jaya Radha Krishna, Jaya Radha Krishna, Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Sita Ram, Jaya Lakshman Hanuman, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev,
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 Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. बोले कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय, राधा रानी की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद
जय
की।
नित्य लील प्रविष्ट ओम विष्णुवाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की श्री वृंदावन धाम की मधुरापुरी धाम की नवद्वीप धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगामयी की यमुनामयी की तुलसी देवी की भक्ति देवी की संकीर्तन यज्ञ की बृहत मृदंगा की सामवेत भक्त वृंद की गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Gaurang. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki. Thank you Nirmala Mataji for the Pujari service. Thank you Samanvita and Nanda Vinodini Mataji for nicely singing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Next part of our program, a short program. Now we have Sunday, what is that? Sankranti special lecture. Devotees, please move forward. Can you please move forward, all Prabhus and Matajis? Facing this side, facing the speaker side. Please come forward. 2 columns. Prabhus can sit here. Satya Sara Prabhu doesn't require any glorification, but it is our purification. I will tell few words about Prabhuji. Prabhuji is a temple president of Hare Krishna Temple of Austin. Prabhu is designed various programs each and every day and every festival, right? So some are the other program transforming hundreds of families and showing the path of Sanatana Dharma. His selfless service inspires each one of us to progress in spiritual path. Thank you Satya Sara Prabhu for giving an opportunity to perform pure devotional service and also enlightening us in the midst of many material distractions and confused path. With that, we will welcome Satya Sara Prabhu by loudly chanting one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhu will speak on Makara Sankranti. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Over to you.
Prabhu, thank you very much for the nice introduction. My laptop is acting up. I took some notes. I may not have access. Oh, it's coming up. So first of all, thank you very much everyone for coming to this wonderful program, Makara Sankranti. It's a very auspicious festival celebrated across India. People who are new to Indian culture, this is also called as a festival of harvest. It marks the completion of harvest. So the people they express their gratitude to everyone who involved in a harvest, the human beings, the animals and the equipments, everything. So they do that. It is also celebrated as an important Vedic event that is taking place today or taken place. So that's what I'm going to talk about. It is, if you don't understand the spiritual significance behind the festival, then it becomes a ritual. If you understand the spirit of the festival, then it becomes spiritual. Otherwise, it will become like a mundane things. So what do we do on Makara Sankranti? We fly kites, we exchange sweets, we say thanks to all the farming parties involved in the farming. So then it becomes a ritual. If you understand the spiritual significance, it becomes spiritual. Then, of course, we need both. We need ritual and we also need the spiritual aspect of the festival. So, with that in mind, I would like to speak on the spiritual significance first. And there are many events happen, many pastimes, beautiful pastimes happened on this day. I would like to narrate one pastime which I narrated in different forum. So, upon a request of devotees, I'd like to speak today so that it will be interesting for kids also. So, many pastimes happened. One is Bhishma Dev. I wrote an article today. Bhishma Dev left his body on this day. Then Lord Chaitanya took sannyas from Keshav Bharati on this day. It's a very, very significant event. Then the third is Mother Ganges, holy river. She descended to earth on this day and met Sagar, Samudar, that is ocean, next day, 15th. So came on 14th, flew, went to Ganga Sagar place and met ocean, Bay of Bengal, went to Patala Loka to do something extraordinary. So we are going to, I'm going to narrate that. And also how devotees should look at this pastime. So that is another aspect of today's class going to be. So having said that, when we come together like this, devotees, the scripture always insists that we should discuss Krishna Katha and also chant the glories of the holy name, Shravanam and Kirtanam, very much needed. So in fact, if you do that, then you are meeting the definition of a pure devotee. The beautiful sloka in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna speaks, Machita Madgata Prana, Bodhayanta Parasparam, Katayantascha Maam Nityam, Tushyanti Cha Ramanti Cha, Katayantascha Maam Nityam. So, because if you come together and you be with devotees or friends, what do? Talk about mundane topics. Right? We talk about gossip, or we talk about devotee, criticize the devotee, find faults in them, or talk about something which will drag your consciousness down. So that's why scriptures always insist when devotees come together, Katayantascha Maam Nityam, Nityam, always talk about Krishna, Krishna's service. Then what happens? Tushyanti Cha Ramanti Cha. So the mind will become heart will become satisfied, and you get a joy in the heart. So that is the reason. It's a very famous sloka in Bhagavatam. It says, Tirtha kurmanti tirthani shvantastena gadabhrata. Meaning, when we do that, what happens is the place becomes a holy place. So you make a holy place wherever you are when you talk about Krishna. Then the holy place is protected, blessed, and the joy, the auspiciousness prevails, the joy is established in our heart. So that's why Shravanam and Kirtanam is very important. So even when you come to temple, this is not the place for mundane topics. Have you noticed that when devotees talk together, they talk about Krishna and Krishna's service, immediately they glide down to mundane topics. Immediately talking about something, problem, this and that. And I'm not saying you should not talk about a problem at all. If you see a problem, talk to the right person who can address it, not just to drag your consciousness down. That is a human tendency, Kali Yuga mind. So that's why scriptures insist this. Very, very important. So Makara Sankranti, I'll give a quick description. So I'm going to talk about Vedic astronomy a little bit. Okay, so it's a little different from modern astronomy. Vedic astronomy is based on geocentric model, meaning Earth is in the center. All the celestial objects, planets, stars revolve around Earth. Very interesting. But what is modern astronomy? Heliocentric, isn't it? Sun is in the middle. All the planets revolve around Sun. So that's the modern astronomy. So Vedic astronomy, it's a very interesting because Sun is considered as a planet. It's very revealing. It's not a star anymore. It is a planet, one of the 7 planets, visible planets, and 2 planets are invisible, Rahu and Ketu. So the 7 planets, including Rahu and Ketu, invisibly, they revolve around the Earth, and it determines your life. Meaning, it determines your karma, meaning we can read your karma based on this. So 100,000 foot view of Vedic astronomy. So Earth is there. Around Earth, the celestial belt is divided into 12 equal parts, 30 degree each, called Rashi. So 12 Rashis, isn't it? Miduna Rashi, Karka Rashi, Kumbha Rashi, Makara Rashi. Like that, 12 Rashis are there. And each Rashi is ruled by one planet. Of course, there will be some other planets also, but there will be a predominant planet which will rule the Rashi. And 27 nakshatras, according to Vedic astronomy, they are tied to a particular Rashi also. So that's why, depending on person's time of birth, date of birth, place of birth, we can see the orientation of the planets in nakshatra according to the Rashi. So we can write your horoscope. The expert astrologers can read that and predict based on the Rashi. We can predict your macro level characteristics. What kind of person you will be, what will be your traits, personality, and whatnot. With the nakshatra's orientation, if you read Jyotish Shastra, which is Anga of Vedas, you can read the macro level, the people's, the mental disposition, the future events, how they will react. Accurately, we can predict based on that. The reason I'm giving this overview is that Sankranti means movement. Something is moving. What is moving? Sun is moving. Moving from one Rashi to the another Rashi. So it's moving from Kumbha Rashi to Makara. So as I said, the celestial belt, the sun revolves around Earth in a particular speed. So it takes 30 days to transition from one Rashi to another Rashi. Okay. So sun moves from east to west. Again, sun's movement is not two-dimensional, but I'm just putting it like this. It's a little complicated. If you read the Surya Siddhanta, you'll go, wow, I don't understand. Even if you read 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, I don't want to give that analogy because it's talking about the pottery wheel to explain how the sun and earth moves around, how the sun and moves around the earth. But I'll give a very simplistic explanation. So sun moves from east to west. So this is earth, sun is starting here, comes down to west, west to east. See that? Clockwise. So coming from east to west is called descending movement of the sun. That is called Dakshinayana, coming towards west, south, west, north, east. So going from west to east towards north, then to the east. That is called Uttara Ayana. Ayana means movement. So it is moving towards the east. So this particular time from Makara Rashi all the way to Miduna Rashi, it moves. There is a Kala Chakra. All these 12 Rashis are your Kala Chakra actually. So it moves from Makara, start to move up to east. So that is called Uttara Ayana. So Uttarayana period is 6 months, starting from Jan 14th all the way to June 22. Right? So it goes, then Dakshinayana starts from, sun moves from Mithuna Rashi to Karaka Rashi. That is called Dakshinayana. Okay? So the 6 months ascending movement, 6 months descending. So this ascending movement is very, very auspicious according to Vedic scriptures. What does Krishna say in Bhagavad Gita 8th chapter? Correct. Right? Whoever leaves the body during Uttarayana Mahakala, they get liberated. Amazing, isn't it? So because this is called path of light, it says Agnir, Jyotir, Aha, Sukla, Sanmasa, Uttarayanam, Krishna says. So whoever leaves a body at that time, the path of light opens. 12 devatas will take you step by step from one place to another place, Agni, then gives you today. So like that, 12 devatas take you all the way to liberation. So it's Mahakala, they say. So Dakshinayana means if you leave a body there, you take birth again. You may go to Pitruloka, you may go to Swargaloka, upper planetary system, all the way to Brahma. Again, what happens? Brahma Bhavana Loka, Punaravartino Arjuna. It very clearly says, repeated birth and death takes place. So you come back to earth. So that's why Uttarayana is very, very auspicious. So if you want to do something new, you want to do something worthwhile, spiritual practice, this is the time. I mean, spiritual practice you have to do throughout the year. If you want starting something, you can start in Uttarayana. So because the auspicious forces around the universe is pretty prominent, so they'll make it successful. Very, very successful. So that's why yogis, especially yoga mishra bhaktas or bhakta mishra yogis, they leave body in Uttarayana. Because they are not a pure bhaktas. They do bhakti, they also do yoga. Or they do predominantly Ashtanga yoga, they also mix bhakti in it. Or karma mishra bhaktas. Who are they? They're sitting in this room. We want that, we want this also. Oh, I want to enjoy, at the same time I add bhakti to it. People do something and also they add a little bit bhakti. So that thinking that I'm making spiritual, which is okay. Conditioned souls, that's what we do. Karma mishra bhaktas. So all these people take this gradual elevation. But the scripture says that, what about bhaktas? We can leave at any time, Samanvita is saying. Isn't it? Why? Just remember Krishna, right? Krishna promises that. He says that anybody leaves the body, my devotee, pure devotee, in the sense not a mixed bhaktis. Karma mishra bhakti, yoga mishra bhakti, bhakti mishra yoga. He is not talking about them. He's talking about the Hananya bhaktas. Pure bhakti, unflinching, though no tinge of misgivings in the heart. Completely focused on Krishna's service, Krishna's lotus feet. That kind of bhaktas, Krishna promises direct path, not a gradual elevation. Krishna comes, takes them to Goloka Vrindavan. Which verse? So there's a beautiful verse, Varaha Puran. It says, Krishna promises, that I was sharing with Satyarupa Prabhu the other day. He says, Aham smarami mad bhakta. Krishna says, mad bhakta nayami param gatim. Meaning, I come personally, even if my bhakta forgets me because of the pain during the death. Right? Some people go in coma. Some people met with accident. Some people go through so much pain, mental pain, physical pain. Krishna says, I will not forget. Aham smarami. I will remember my devotee. And I will come. Nayami means I will lead them to Param Gatim, which is Goloka Vrindavan. This is the promise Krishna gives. So we don't worry about Uttarayana, Dakshinayana, nothing like that. All we need to do is pure devotional service. Then we don't need to worry about anything. So the point I'm making is Makara Sankranti marks that start of Uttarayana Mahakala. So please utilize this opportunity because we are not purely practicing bhakti, isn't it? So we have to chant more in this time. We have to sincerely chant with feelings. Do more services. Devotional service is a privilege given to us. More service in the temple, and utilize this time properly. So that is the spiritual significance of Makara Sankranti. Make sense? Any questions so far? While I look at the verse for today. Yeah. Geocentric.
It's based on a geocentric model. So what are they considering Earth? Like just this planet, like that we're calling in like modern science, or like the 14?
Planetary system.
Yeah.
So Earth, the universe consists of all these planets. Earth is one of the planets.
And the sun is revolving around one of the planets, Earth.
That is Earth.
Okay.
Not all the 14 planetary system.
And there's a
Because in
different-
Patala Loka there is no sun.
What about
It is lighted by what? Diamonds and right and things like that. The jewels. So there is no solar system. Yes, Prabhu. Upper planet also there is no. It's not illuminated by sun or
it's
moon.
not required.
It's not required because you need the solar system at the physical level, not the subtle level, because as you go to upper planetary system, it is all very subtle. They don't have a human body like this. They have a very subtle body, so the requirements are completely different. Good question. So with that, we are going to move on. Mhm.
Ganga Mata went to Patal Lokam. So what
I'm coming there.
how does that link up here?
I will narrate the story now.
Okay.
Okay, very good question. So let us please, if you have a smartphone, go to vedabase.com, 9th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 9th chapter, 6th verse. A beautiful verse. I'm just starting the class. Okay, so far I given just a warm up. So we'll go. I think I'll go over time. 9th chapter, 9th canto, 9th chapter, 6th verse. 996, I think. Ready? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shri Bhakirada Uvacha. Sadhavo Nyashina Shanta. Brahmishtaloka Pavanaha. Arantyagamte Anga Sangat. Deshvashte Yaga Biddari. Shri Bhakirada Uvacha. Sadhavo Nyashina Shanta. Brahmishtaloka Pavanaha. Arantyagamte Anga Sangat. Deshvashte Yaga Biddari. Sadhavo Nyashina Shanta. Brahmishtaloka Pavanaha. Arantyagamte Anga Sangat. Deshvashte Yaga Biddari. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Bhakirada said, those who are saintly because of devotional service and are therefore in the renounced order, free from material desires and who are pure devotees, expert in following the regulative principles mentioned in the Vedas, are always glorious and pure in behavior and are able to deliver all fallen souls. When such pure devotees bathe in your water, the sinful reactions accumulated from other people will certainly be counteracted. For such devotees, always keep in the core of their hearts the Supreme Personality of Godhead who can vanquish all sinful reactions. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Sakshuran Militamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langyate Girim Yatkripa Tamam Mande Shri Gurun Dinataranam. So, this is, please read purport offline. So, this section of Srimad Bhagavatam narrates this amazing pastime of Mother Ganges descending from heavenly planets to earthly planet. So, Mother Ganga is called Lokapavani because when somebody dips in the holy waters of Ganga, what happens? All the sins are vanquished. So, she has that potency, the power given to her by the Lord only to help the conditioned souls to get rid of the sins. Okay, so that's Ganga. So Srimad Bhagavatam very beautifully describes this pastime, but in a little bit shorter way. The detailed description you can see in Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana, Vishwamitra Muni, excruciating detail. He speaks this pastime to Lord Ramachandra and Lakshman. I'm going to give a shorter version. So after Lord Ram killed Tadaka, so Vishwamitra Muni was very pleased with Lord Ram. So he said, okay, I'm going to take you to Janakapuri and get you married to Mata Sita is waiting. So Lord Ramachandra, Vishwamitra Muni is a saintly, is a sage. And Lakshman, they're walking to Janakapuri. On the way, they stayed overnight on the banks of Ganga. Actually. So there, Lord Ramachandra is asking, of course, he is the Supreme Lord, he knows everything, just for us. He was asking to Vishwamitra Muni, my dear Gurudev, please tell me, She's a Loka Pavani. How did she come to earthly planet? She is originally from spiritual world. She was in Akash Ganga. She was in heavenly planets only. How come she descended to this earthly planet? How did it happen? Vishwamitra Muni got excited. Why? Because your ancestors, Lord Ram, in Surya Vams, starting with Ikshvaku Maharaj, Vaishwata Manu's first son. Vaishwata Manu's first son is Ikshvaku Maharaj. His descendant, maybe descendant, yes, Sagar Maharaj appeared. And your ancestors, they got Ganga to earthly planet. Lord Ram got also excited. Oh, please explain to me. Who is that? Then he says Sagar Maharaj. There's a king, great king called Sagar. And he's a saintly king. He ruled Bharatvarsh very beautifully, very religiously, following all the religious principles. He had two wives, Keshini and Sumati. So Brihu, I don't want, again, that is another stream of a story, how Brihu appeared to Sagar Maharaj. So in a short way, Brihu gave a benediction. So you have two wives. So one wife can give birth to 60,000 sons who are like a big, Kshatriya kings, very, very powerful kings. And but they will have a short life. Another wife can give birth to one son who can live for a long time, but he is a weak person, fellow. So then Keshini said, I want son who is even weak, we can live longer time. So then Sumati said, I get 60,000 sons. So the Tastu. So she gave birth to 60,000, Sumati. Very, Maharatis, very powerful kings. Then Keshini gave birth to one weak fellow. So 60,000, one son Sagar Maharaj had. Then Hauru Rishi is a guru of Maharaj Sagar. So he said, Maharaj Sagar, you are ruling your kingdom so nicely. And the Praja is very, very happy with you. And why don't you rule the entire world? So that everybody in the world can be happy, prosperous, and also be very spiritual too. And that's a duty of a saintly king. Because they are representatives of Manu. Sagar Maharaj said, that's a good idea. Then Hauro Rishi said, you do 100 Ashwamedha Yagna. So then your supremacy will be established in the entire Loka. So Sagar Maharaj, Ashwamedha Yagna means horse sacrifice. They do recite a lot of mantras. Then they sacrifice a horse in the fire. Idea is, by saying that mantra, the mantra is so powerful, the horse will get a human body. So it's not killing the horse. Just generally people think that, oh, how come you guys are killing the horse? No. The Brahmanas are so pure, like a Brihu's descendants will do the Ashwamedha Yagna. Kali Yuga, it is prohibited. 5 things are prohibited. One is Ashwamedha Yagna. So he agreed to do that. So then all the 60,001 sons sitting there, all the Brihu's descendants, they're doing beautiful yagna, 99 yagnas completed. 100th yagna is about to start. Sagar Maharaj said, bring the horse, bring Ashwa. Ashwa was missing. Guess who stole it? Indradev. Because Indra gets very insecure when somebody does Ashwamedha Yagna. Because 100 Ashwamedha Yagna means you get the power of Indra, so you can dethrone him. Indra thought that what is this? Sagar is already powerful. 60,000 sons are also there. They are powerful. Now he's doing Ashwamedha Yagna. 100 means I lose my position. So I need to stop this 100th Yagna. So he took the Ashwa. You know what he did is very clever. If I hide the Ashwa on the surface of the earth, the 60,000 sons will find it. Because they are Maharathis, right? They can go very powerful. So he went to Patala Loka. Lord Kapila is doing tapasya. Kapila Ashram. He is doing tapasya in the Patala Loka. Below that, what is there? Naraka Loka. Different kinds of Narakas. But in the Patala Loka, Lord Kapila is doing. Is Kapila. Who is he? The Supreme Lord himself. Shaktivesh Avatar. Son of Kardama Rishi and Devahuti. Severe tapasya. Indra went and kept the horse there and went away. Sagar Maharaj said, where is the horse? Then nobody could find. Then he said, my dear son, 60,000 sons, go around the world, find the horse. I need a horse to complete the sacrifice. And he took a vow that he cannot get up from the sacrifice. He has to complete. So the 60,000 sons, Maharatis, right? They divided the earth into 60,000 units and one prince per unit. They went and searched completely, could not find it. Okay. Little bit about the 60,000 sons. They are very powerful physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. Very, very opulent princes. So they are very arrogant also. So when you are very powerful materially, Purushakara powers, if you see the Shastra talks about it, those people will become very arrogant, very angry. They cannot respect devotees, they cannot respect Guru, so like that. Very, very arrogant. Krishna talks about Bhoga Aishwarya Prashaktanam Taya Aprita Chetasam, in the sense it bewilders the human mind. When you have some power, you cannot respect people properly. Makes sense to you? It blinds the intelligence. Huh? So these sons, even though they are very, very powerful, but they are very arrogant and very proud of themselves. So they searched the entire earth. They could not find horse. They came to Dad, we could not find it. Sagar Maharaj got very unhappy. What is that? Nope. That means there is somebody non-human, very powerful than human, has stolen the horse. Go to Patala Loka and search. You know what these boys did? They started to dig the earth. Dig, and they put a big hole. They all went inside. They go to Atala, Sutala, Tala, like that, just going all the way down to Patala. 60,000. And they saw horses grazing nicely next to Kapila Muni's ashram. They said, my goodness, this sage has stolen the horse. See, that is what I was talking about. When you're very arrogant, when you're very proud of yourself, you cannot think properly. Krishna said, Bhoga Aishwarya Prashaktanam Taya Aprita Chetasam. It bewilders the human intelligence. So they immediately came to conclusion that the sage might have stolen the horse. So we need to teach him a lesson. So Kapila did not know anything. He was in a transcendental meditation. So these boys, this prince, they took the weapon. They're charging towards Kapila Muni. Think about this, is Mahamuni, Maharishi, is the Lord himself. You know what Kapila did? Any guess? While I'm taking a sip. He just opened his eyes. He was sitting like this. Because there's so much commotion, it disturbed him. He opened his eyes. What happened? Instantaneously, they all burnt into ashes. 60,000 Maharatis charging towards him. This sage just opened his eyes only. They got burnt into ashes, the big mountain of ash. Instantaneously it happened. So, a very beautiful description. I was explaining this. Vishwamitra Muni says that Lord Kapila got hungry. The hunger transferred into blazing fire and it burned them. Vishwamitra Muni explains Kapila got angry. But if you read Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami doesn't say it is anger. He says that it's a negative emotion. The offense that you commit against a pure devotee, it will burn you. Maybe not physically like a burnt like this, but it will give you a reaction, physical reaction, mental reaction. Nothing will work out for you. This is the offense you commit, it becomes a sin. And the sin will burn you. So Sukadeva Goswami says if you have a negative attitude towards somebody, that will burn you. It's like holding a burning coal. If you have a dvesha towards somebody, hatred, or if you have anger towards somebody, what happens? You only get burnt. And that person is happy only. Isn't it? So, Sukadeva Goswami says, if you commit offense against the lotus feet of a pure devotee, it will hurt you. Mentally, physically, things won't work out the way you wanted. All these things will manifest. Okay. So in this case, what happened is the negative attitude, the negative emotion they had for Kapila Dev, that transformed into a fire and burnt them. That's what Sukadeva Goswami says. But the lesson for all of us is that you should not have dvesha. I was talking to somebody. Dvesha and raga, dangerous. The attachment to family, attachment to money, overly attachment. I'm not talking about, you cannot have, you have to have some attachment. That's very natural. Too much attachment. or too much dvesha, you commit offense. So here, these 60,000 sons of Sagar Maharaj committed great offense against Bhagavat. So then Sagar Maharaj is waiting, where are my sons? They didn't come. But other son is there. But he is a weak fellow. But he has a son, he had a son also, Anshuman. He's another great saintly king. So he asked Anshuman, go and look for your uncles. They didn't return. Then Anshuman went to Patala Loka and he came to know that they got burnt into ashes. There's a big mountain. Then he's very clever. He just offered a beautiful prayers to Lord Kapila because he came to know. So that the prayers are amazing prayers. He just prays to Lord Kapila Dev. Kapila Dev is very pleased and he says, my dear son, what do you want? You are saying beautiful words, glorifying the Supreme Lord. Then he said, I want my uncles to be delivered. Because when you die prematurely, like this, or when you commit offense, it becomes a sin, or you die prematurely, you become a ghost only. You won't get the body. You will roam all over the place without body. What do you do? Which is a very miserable condition. Similarly, when you commit sin or offense against a devotee, same thing will happen to you. You will not get proper body. You'll suffer, unfortunately. So Anshuman knows the scripture. So he says, my uncles are in suffering without body because of the offense, sinful reaction. Please deliver them. Lord Kapila said, I cannot do anything. One person can do it. That is Mother Ganges, Holy Ganga. She has to come from heavenly planet. Her waters touches the ashes. Immediately they will be delivered. Immediately they will be delivered from this miserable condition. That's the only way. Anshuman says, thank you very much. That's a prayachit. Let me take it. He goes to Sagar Maharaj and says, this is what happened. Sagar Maharaj got into great distress. He said, okay, I'm going to give up everything and just do tapasya, meaning austerity, to please the holy river to descend from the heavenly planet. So think about this father, so selfless. Immediately he started to do tapasya to Mother Ganga. He could not succeed. He got old and died. Then Hanshuman thought that my grandfather did it, my uncles are suffering. I want to do tapasya. He did 32,000 years of austerity, Hanshuman. It's the Satya Yuga, so people have long life. Hanshuman gave up everything and did severe austerity to please Mother Ganga, but Mother Ganga was not pleased. He passed away. Then Dilipa came, that is his son. And he did tapasya because he knows my ancestors are in this condition, Pitrus. That's why we do Pitru Paksha, isn't it? So I need to do something. He did tapasya. He could not succeed. He failed. Then came Bhagirath. Bhagirath is son of Dilipa. He said that, you know what? My father, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, they all failed to take care of bring my ancestors out of this miserable condition. He took a vow. I will not enjoy the royal kingdom. I would rather die than, enjoying this. I'm going to do tapasya. My life's goal is to bring Mother Ganga. So he did a severe tapasya. You have to see how Vishwamitra Muni explains it. I'll just give an example. He was standing on one leg, on one toe, with the hands raised, midst of blazing fire. His body was just burning. Thousands and thousands of years. Very young boy. See the determination, Shadra determination, to save his ancestors. Makes sense to you? We all have the obligation for our ancestors, Pitrus. Severe tapasya. Then Mother Ganga was saying, what is this? This young boy, instead of enjoying his life, is ready to die for his ancestors. Her heart melted. So then she appeared in front of Bhagirath and said, Bhagirath, what do you want? Why are you doing this? Then he said, my dear Mother Ganga, my ancestors are in this miserable condition. I want you to relieve them. Mother Ganga said, I'm coming. But I have two concerns you need to address. Very important. So he said, Bhagirath said, I can do anything. I can give my life. Tell me. See the selflessness? This is a devotee. Devotees are very selfless. First concern she raised. The first concern is my force of flow of water is so immense because I don't belong in earthly planet. She was in Viraj River. She's a Karna Ocean, water from Karna Ocean. I flow in the seven planetary, upper planetary system, heavenly planets only. My force is so strong. If I come to earth, I'll shatter the earth. Earth cannot hold it. That is my power of my flow of waters. I need a personality who can just hold me and release me slowly so that the earth can hold it. So you need to find that personality. Bhagirath said, no problem. What is next? Then Mother Ganga said, I am a Loka Pavani because I am a Charanamrit of the Supreme Lord. So when I come to earth, all these people, the sinful people, know that I am Charanamrit. They want to take a holy dip in me. They give all the sins to me. Then I will have the burden of all these sinful people's sin. How would I vanquish this sin? It become a burdensome for me. So what is the solution for that? Bhagirath said, I have a solution for both. He said, go ahead. The first is, I'll go to Mahadev. I go to Lord Shiva. He's Ashutosh. He will definitely help me. He's easy to be pleased. I will do tapasya and I'll convince Lord Shiva to hold you in his jata. She said, okay, I'm fine with that. What about second one? So that is this verse. Bhagirath knows he is a pure devotee too. So he knows that when the pure devotees, the unalloyed devotees, the Ananya Bhaktas, who don't have any mixed bhakti, no karma mishra, yoga mishra, bhakti mishra, unalloyed devotees who carry Krishna in their hearts. What is the verse in Bhagavatam? Satavo hridayam mayam, sadhanam hridayam tuham. Krishna says, I live in the heart of my pure devotees. They carry Krishna everywhere. It's heavy. Radha. So when those devotees, they will know you are Charanamrit, so they will come and take a holy dip. When they take a holy dip, they burn your sins that you accumulated from others. So that is what this verse we read. So Ganga was blown away. My God, this amazing solution. When the pure devotees Mahabhagavat come and take bath in me, they burn the sins of others. Okay. He said, go ahead. Then he went and did again severe tapasya again. The poor guy just came out of tapasya. Another tapasya to please Mahadev. But Lord Shiva is very compassionate, very loving. He is Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambho. He is a topmost Vaishnava. Okay, Bhagirath, you don't need to do long tapasya. I'll come. I will take care of Ganga, no problem. So Lord Shiva agreed. So here another twist. When Mother Ganga saw Lord Shiva, he got frightened and uncomfortable because she is a heavenly lady, a very beautiful form. How would Lord Shiva look? Trident, big jata, and he has all this, ashes all over the body, and he has a snake around his neck. Mother Ganga saw that he's the one going to hold me. Then Lord Shiva got upset. You know what he did? He took her in jata and he tied it. I am not releasing you. Think about the power of Lord Shiva. Bhagirath got into trouble again. Then he went to Lord Shiva and said, my dear Lord Shiva, please, please release. I worked so hard to bring her. Now you are holding her in your jata only. Please release her. And then Lord Shiva said, okay, I'll forgive. Then he released Mother Ganga and she started flowing. Bhagirath tells, you just follow me. Mother Ganga, you follow me, I'll take you to Samudra, Bay of Bengal. So Bhagirath was riding the chariot. Mother Ganga was following. And everything was smooth until they met another great personality, Janu Rishi. Janu Rishi was doing tapasya near the Bay of Bengal. Bhagirath was very happy. I think the problem is going to be solved. Mother Ganga did not know that is a Janu Rishi. She flooded the ashram. Janu Rishi just woke up from the meditation and said, what is this? Who are you? A new river coming from heavenly planet. You are flooding my ashram. I will swallow you. Think about how powerful Mother Ganga is. He just swallowed it. Bhagirath was looking behind. There's no river. Where is Mother Ganga? Then he came to know that Janu Rishi swallowed. Then he went to Janu Rishi, my dear Janu Rishi, please, my ancestors are waiting in the ghost bodies. So I have to relieve them. Then Janu said, okay, go. So how did he release her? That's why she's called Janavi. Huh? So then she met Bay of Bengal. From there she went to Patala Loka. And there she touched the ashes of Bhagirath's ancestors. And they got relieved from the sinful reaction. They went to heavenly planets. So this is the story. So Mother Ganga is also Charanamrit. I just want to say a little bit about that. She's Charanamrit because when Vamana Dev came to subdue Bali, to teach Bali, he asked for 3 steps of land. Huh? Trivikrama. So Bali Maharaj said, only 3 steps, now it's okay. So one step, he took the lower planetary system. Another step, he took upper planetary system. Then he asked, where is my 3rd step? What did Bali say? Atma Nivedanam. Body, mind, and soul surrendered to you. So he put the 3rd step. So when he took a 2nd step, he scratched the universal layer, the layer which separates material world and spiritual world. From that, the Karna ocean, the water leaked. That is Mother Ganga. When the water was leaking, it was just washing the feet of Vamana Dev. So that's why she is Charanamrit. What is that verse? Padanaka nirajanita jana pavana Keshavadita Vamana Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare. We sing that. Padanaka Nira Janita Jana Pavana. Padanaka means the nail in the toe. It scratched the layer. The near, the water came from Viraja river. So from when she leaked, she went to Meru mountain. From there she went to Brahmaloka, all the planetary system, went to Alakapuri. That's where she was staying. What is Alakapuri? Kuvera's place in the heavenly planet. So that's where she stopped. That's why she is called. From there she descended Alakananda. So in the spiritual world she is called Akash Ganga, Alakananda. She came to material world through Himalayas, of course, through Lord Shiva. They call it as Gangotri, Gomukha mountains, you see. So, but anyway, so the Akash Mark, she came to heavenly planets. From there she came to Earth. Earth, she is called Ganga, Janavi, Alakananda, different names, Sita, different names. In the Patala Loka, she is called Bhagirathi. Because Bhagirath took her to Patala Loka and delivered. So, so it's a beautiful pastime. Because of Bhagirath, we have Mother Ganges. So that's why in Vedic culture, we have this tradition. When you see Mother Ganges river, you take a dip, so sins are eradicated. And somebody passes away, you take the ashes and put it in Mother Ganges. Very, very important ritual we do. So, so I was meditating on the lessons we can learn for devotees. For new devotees, we'll stop here only. For the devotees, we have to go move further. So what do we learn from Bhagirath? So one thing is for sure is we all have obligation, sacred obligation to our Pitrus, isn't it? Our ancestors, because of them, where we are today, because of them, this body we got, education, the family, the facilities, whatever, because of ancestors. So we have an obligation to perform for our Pitrus. So that's why in the Karma Kanda section of Vedas, Pitru Paksha, heard about it? Or Shraddh ceremony, right? When somebody dies, you do Antim Samskara, 10th day, Antesh, Shraddh we do, Pindadan, 10th day. Then again, every month we do, right? Mashya Shraddh, then Varishya Shraddh, Barsi they say. Then we also do Mahalya Shraddh, Mahalya Mavash, before October we do, Dasara before Dasara we do. Then again, these are the important things to know. I'm not going into detail in the interest of time. Garuda Puran explains beautifully what one should do. Of course, Vedas also talk about it. And also on the Upanayanam. When you do Upanayanam, first we do Putra Puja because we need the blessings of Pitru Devatas. Huh? Then also when you do Vivaha Samskara, marriage ceremony, or any samskara you perform, you do Pitru Puja first. Right? Then otherwise it's not complete. Then when you see a pure devotee, this is recommended in the Shastra, Mahabhagavat, you should pray to them for Pitrus. Very important, but these are the Shastra says, but we don't do nowadays. So this is how we pay the debt that we have for our Pitrus. So Pitru Paksha, I want to clarify this because we are not Karmakandis, we are devotees. But Pitru Paksha means we do Pitru Puja, but we are not worshipping the Pitrus. This is the people make mistake in India. We worship our ancestors. Definitely not, because they cannot take your worship. Pitru Devatas, we worship. Pitru Padi, Pitru Janas, the different like Sabdarishis, sons of the Pitru Janas, we worship them. Who are they? They are Mahabhagavat devotees, Vaishnavas. So Pitru Puja means, I'll give a small hint. Pitru Puja means we take the Bhoga offered to Lord Vishnu. It becomes Prasad, Mahaprasad, and give it to Pitru Devatas. Who are they? Vaishnavas. You give to Vaishnavas, then they take and give it to Pitrus in whatever body they are in. So it's the wrong concept. I'm worshipping my Pitrus. You are absolutely not worshipping the Pitrus. You are worshipping Vishnu or Krishna, and you are worshipping the Pitru Devatas. They gave it to all your Pitrus. Pitrus may be in Pitruloka enjoying, or they may be in Narakaloka, or they may be in the warm in the stool body. Whatever body they are in, they will be helped. So it is very important. We need to perform this obligation. So now, what about the devotees of the Lord? So Srila Prabhupada, so when you do Pitru Puja or you do all these Pitru obligations, the two benefits the performer gets, that is the motivation for us to do. Karmakandis do this. The first motivation is wealth and health you get. Because Pitru Devatas bless you, Pitru Pati blesses you, you get materially health and wealth. You know what the ultimate benefit you get? Vaishnava Janma, the next life. So that is why people do Pitru Puja. Now Srila Prabhupada says in one of the lectures beautifully, if the ultimate benefit of doing Pitru Puja or Pitru Paksha or obligations you perform for Pitrus is Vaishnava Janma, Srila Prabhupada says, Brahmande Brahmite Kone, Bhagyavan Jiva, Guru Krishna Prasade by Bhakti Lada Bij. You can have Vaishnava Janma in this very life. When you meet a pure devotee in your life, they change your life completely. You will have Vaishnava Janma in this life. Why do you have to wait for next life? After doing all this Pitru Paksha, all these things. First of all, nobody can do properly Pitru Paksha in the Kali Yuga. Why? There is no proper Brahmanas. Janmane Jayate Sudraha. By birth, everybody is Sudra. There is no proper samskaras anyway. So Srila Prabhupada says, when you come in contact with a pure devotee, they change your life completely. They give you a Vaishnava Janma in this life itself. When you have a Vaishnava Janma, what does that mean? That means you have bhakti in your heart. They sow the seed of bhakti in your heart and you start practicing devotional service. You have a Vaishnava Janma already. So then, how does it connect to our Pitrus? Then Krishna says, when you practice pure bhakti, Krishna says, I relieve you from all obligations. I will take care of your Pitrus friends, your Pitrus servants, your Pitrus vrikshas, meaning the plants and trees which benefited them. The Pashu, in the sense, all the animals, they help them. All the friends, relatives of Pitrus, everybody, I'll take care of them. You don't need to worry about it at all. Amazing, isn't it? See the power of bhakti. Which verse? In Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam also. Which verse in Bhagavad Gita? Ananya chintayanto mam yejana paryupashate tesham nitya abhyukthanam yoga shemam vahamyaham. I carry what you lack I preserve what you have. Amazing, isn't it? That comes only for bhaktas. And the Vaishnava Janma you get only by the pure devotee come in our life. They change everything. You don't need to do any Pitru Puja, nothing. Krishna takes care. Huh? So that is Krishna's promise. So there's a beautiful version, Srimad Bhagavatam, Sarvatmanaya Sharanam Sharanyam Katho Mukundam. So when you surrender to Mukunda, who is Mukunda? Giver of liberation. So Lord says, I'll relieve you from all obligation. I will deliver all your ancestors, forefathers of 21 generation. Where does it come in Bhagavatam? Famous pastime? Narsinghadev tells Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad, you become a pure devotee. Again, coming back to Ananya Bhakta. I do this also. I take care of this Devata, I also take care of Krishna. This won't work. Multiple janma you have to take. Here is Krishna is talking about Ananya Bhakta, exclusive focus on Krishna only. If you don't have that, you have to do all this, you take birth again and again. Here is talking about Ananya Bhaktas. Krishna says that Mukunda, it delivers everyone. Lord Narsinghadev tells Prahlad Maharaj, right? 21 generations, I will deliver them because you become a pure devotee. Make sense? So that is the power of bhakti. So for devotees, you don't need to worry about Karma Kanda section of the Vedas and doing a Pitru Paksha and Pitru Devatas, pleasing them. Worrying about all these Pitrus, you don't know what life they have. All you have to do is pure devotional service. Very beautifully scripture. What is that pure devotional service? Starts with chanting, hearing and chanting. Chanting Lord's holy name, Sankirtan, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Beautiful. There's a beautiful sloka in Srimad Bhagavatam. Sarvam karoti nishchidram anu sankirtanam tava. Meaning, the sankirtan is enough. Sarvam karoti. Whatever you have to do, if you are not a bhakta, everything is taken care of just by sankirtan only. Just my Nama Sankirtan, just chanting the holy names of the Lord. It's very, very easy for Kali Yuga. So the inspiration from Bhagirath's story is that you're so selfless, so determined, persistent. Isn't it another beautiful verse? Like Queen Kunti says, Gange Hogam Udanvati. You know what he says? She gives analogy of Ganga, saying that Ganga just flows towards Samudra. Whatever the obstacle is, she goes around and reaches the ocean. Like that, she is praying to Krishna that let my heart flow towards Krishna without any obstacle. Make sense to you? That is what the inspiration for us is in Bhagirath's story. Should not be distracted by all these small things in life. It's not worth it. We have given a wonderful process, Mahabhagavat Acharyas, Mahabhagavat Gurus. We have beautiful facility, we have beautiful life, isn't it? We should absolutely utilize this to go back to Krishna in this very life. We should not waste our time. Very, very important. Ashta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya. So by doing service to the book Bhagavat, in the sense reading Srimad Bhagavatam, hearing Bhagavatam and devotee Bhagavat, serving the pure devotee, what happens? All troublesome to the heart will go away. You don't need to worry. Then what happens? Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. The Supreme Lord comes and stays in the heart as an irrevocable fact. What else you want? It is a truth. So I think we should take our life very seriously, bhakti practice very seriously. Don't get stuck on all these small things. The family, you have a husband, you have a wife for many lifetimes. Different husbands, different wives, different children, different houses, different jobs, mother and father, different mothers and fathers. You get stuck with your family, you will be stuck here only. So I'm not saying that don't take care of your family. Take care of them, but with knowledge. Don't be so attached. And that attachment just derails you from bhakti. Makes sense to you? Nothing is more important than devotional service. So we should take it. So like Bhagirath, full confidence, full faith, determined, resolute determination, persistent, whatever the obstacle is, just tackling it. So then we can attain the ultimate destination. We don't want this gradual elevation, path of light and path of darkness. We want to go to Goloka directly, isn't it? So here's an opportunity in our temple to do that. It's sharp 8 o'clock. I'll stop here. And I'll open the floor for questions or comments.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Happy Makara Sankranti, happy Pongal to everyone. Prabhu, Bhagirath did thousands of years of tapasya for the uncles, prayed to Gangama for the uncles. When we do chanting, we do for us. We read Bhagavatam for us. You said even if we pray to our Pitra Devta for us. So Bhagirath, selfless. This process, this is selfish also. So how do we get to this from the selfish stage to the selfless?
Selfless nature. A wonderful question, Prabhu. So when we chant for, of course, ourselves to purify our heart. Then we can also chant for our parents, our elders, our ancestors. And Krishna loves that. That's being selfless. Srila Prabhupada chanted for everyone, all the people of the world actually. So as we advance in bhakti, our heart expands. We start to see beyond our immediate family. We start to see extended family. It becomes like, everybody is my family. Like how Srila Prabhupada was seeing the entire world as a family. Right, Prabhu? So we'll start with purifying our heart. Then when we chant, we also chant for our Pitros. As I said, right, when we see a Mahabhagavat devotee, pure devotee, we pray to them. In the sense, maybe not in very vocally outside, but at least in the heart. Please bless my family to advance in bhakti, and also my Pitrus, whatever situation they are in, please give them the pure devotion service, opportunity to practice pure devotion. So that is being selfless only. So that's why these stories tell us that don't only chant for ourselves, we also chant for our family, our friends, relatives, Pitrus, like that, Prabhu. But as we advance in bhakti, our heart expands. There is no limitation. There's nothing in the heart actually. You see everybody equally. Right, Prabhu? It comes by practice, I think. It makes sense, Prabhu?
It does. I've seen many examples, right, wherein not just in ISKCON, right, other places as well. We do service, right, for the sake of doing it. Oh, I'm serving devotees because, in Shastra it's written serving devotees is good karma, right? Is it the pure chanting that tells us to be selfless? Because I've seen examples where the heart, instead of expanding, contracts. Because, I have to chant 16 rounds, so I can't do this. I have to read Bhagavatam, so sorry, cannot come and do service, right? So I've seen both examples, expansion and contraction. I'm trying to question, when does the contraction happen and how do I know so that I don't go the contraction route? I think one of the examples in previous classes you mentioned is pure chanting. If we are chanting purely, then expansion would happen. Correct. Are there other realizations?
I mean, somebody was telling to Prabhupada that somebody moved to Radhakund and they want to do bhajan only. They said stay in Radhakund and just chant 64 rounds every day and do like this. Prabhupada said they will make enough advancement to come out of Radhakund and do preaching and do devotional service. The highest realization is that I want to give Krishna Bhakti to others. How do we do that? Of course, there are different means. Do devotional service, right? Of course, you preach or you decorate a deity so nicely so people get attracted. You put together a big festival, people get attracted. You go for book distribution, people get attracted. So this is like a physical service is also needed. So Prabhupada said that person will make enough advancement to understand that just sitting and chanting alone is not the ultimate realization. They'll come out and do the services also, which includes everything that I talked about. Right, Prabhu? So some people that takes time. Some people maybe some external reasons also. They're not motivated to do some service or motivated to do something. Eventually that will go away. The more they chant, the more they read, they'll realize that we have to come out of all these material obstacles. And as I said, right, Gange Vogam Mudanvati. Let my heart flow towards the Lord only. Don't worry about the obstacles. Work around it. The obstacles will always be there in Kali Yuga. So come out of all those things and do pure devotional service. So they will come that point eventually. At least they are chanting. At least they are taking shelter of Bhagavatam instead of going somewhere else. Some people do that also. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that. Then I'll give up bhakti. Unfortunate. That's why I was quoting this verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Brahmande Brahmite Kone Bhagyavan Jiva. You're a Bhagyavan to come in contact with the pure, bona fide Guru, bona fide Mahabhagavat devotee. So they waste time. But at least these people who are chanting and reading Srimad Bhagavatam, they will make advancement, as Prabhupada said. And they'll come and do it. So we should be more patient and more, whatever we could do, we'll do and leave it to Krishna only, Prabhu, at that point, right? See, Krishna is in everyone's heart. Sarvasya Chaham Hridi Sanvishto. So you will give them inspiration. There's another verse. What is the 10th chapter, 10th verse? Tesham Sadata Yuktanam Vaisam Pritipurvakam Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. I will give them the buddhi. But when does Krishna give buddhi? When you're really sincere. When you're sincerely chanting, sincerely associating with Bhagavatam, then Krishna will say, very good. Now physical action. Show that devotion. As I said, the active principle of love is service. So if you're loving Krishna, that means it translates into a service. So Mother Yashoda says, I love Krishna, I love Krishna. But what does he do? Throughout the day, she does service only. So love is not just static. It's a very dynamic. It has to translate into service, Prabhu. So that's what Prabhupada was mentioning. So this person will make enough advancement to come and do devotional service. Yeah. Any other questions? You have something, Prabhu?
I'll yield for others. I had a follow-up, but I'll yield for others. A separate question, but others can ask first.
Okay. Nandi Prabhu, your question?
So when we say about like we shouldn't be thinking about other gods and all, if we look at Bhagavatam like Gajendra or the Prahlad Charitra and all, they are not describing a particular god, but they are more describing the features of the god when they are when they are. So how do we say like we shouldn't be think? I mean, even if think about Bhagirath, where you mentioned he's also a pure devotee. He's not thinking about Krishna in specific. Even they were also not thinking about Krishna or any particular form of the supreme consciousness set. So how are we defining that they are in the right path?
Oh, like a Bhagirath kind of people?
Yeah, Bhagirath.
I mean, that is a Satya Yuga actually, completely different. See, they are coming in the Surya Vams, right? They are in the Lord Ram's dynasty. That's one thing. Second is Satya Yuga. If you want to attain something, what do? What is the prescribed process? Meditation, austerity, tapa, isn't it? So Bhagirath is exactly following what the Yuga Dharma is. So he wants to deliver his ancestors. So what is the prescribed process for that? Tapasya. Okay, but what is the prescribed process for Kali Yuga? Nama Sankirtan. What is Nama Sankirtan? In this Kali Yuga, only once in life of, once in a day of Brahma, Krishna comes and Lord Chaitanya comes. It is Krishna Kirtan, not even a Nama Kirtan. Specifically given, the way to achieve anything in Kali Yuga is Krishna Kirtan. Say the names of Krishna precisely. Then you achieve what Bhagirath achieved. So that's what I'm connecting to. You don't need to just do tapasya for thousands of years to deliver your pitrus or pitru paksha or this and that. Krishna Kirtan, Nama Sankirtan, and specifically Krishna only. Okay, what if I do other names? Some people ask this question, Vishnu Sahasranamam. This very, very powerful mantras. Because it's the name of the Lord only. You go to Vaikuntha Loka, you be with the Purusha, the Purusha avatar. No doubt. Absolutely, you attain the ultimate destination. There's no question about that. Krishna Kirtan is if you want to go to Goloka. If you want to go to Goloka Vrindavan, the only way is to chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Any holy names of the Lord is so potent in this Kali Yuga. You can recite Vishnu Sahasranamam, or you can recite the Lord's holy names. There are so many holy names. They all are very powerful. You attain the destination, no question. You want to go to Goloka very specifically. And if you want to, realizing Krishna is one thing, but realizing Radharani and Krishna, that is achievable only by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. That is only given in this Kali Yuga. By the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Radharani, you be with Radharani. And Radha and Krishna together. Think about that. How much fun that is. Huh? So that is available only by doing Krishna Kirtan. So Bhagirath followed the Yuga Dharma. He achieved whatever he has to. But we have to follow what is Yuga Dharma for age of Kali. Krishna Kirtan. Or Nama Sankirtan, of course. Different Yuga. Satya Yuga. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Very good question, Prabhu. I mean, it's not that exclusive focus on Krishna doesn't mean I don't respect or worship other devatas. No. Krishna doesn't like that because they are devotees. I said, right, even Pitru devatas, who are they? The Pitru Janas are the sons of Saptarishis. Who are they? Mahajan, the Mahabhagavat devotees, Vaishnavas. That's why you get a Vaishnava Janma because you are worshipping them. Makes sense to you. So we respect them, we worship them. But we know what our goal is. Be with Krishna and Radharani. Right, Meera? Because she is very attached to Radharani. Me too. No, both. Okay. Anyway, it makes sense, Prabhu. Okay, any other question? Anybody? I'm over time. No? Okay, we'll stop here. Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai. His Grace Satya Sara Prabhu ki. Thank you, Prabhu, for enlightening
Vaishnavas.
us to determine in our spiritual journey. And it is very auspicious from today onwards, next 6 months. So any extra austerity you want to do, you can do it, or whatever you are doing, do with more determination.